What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with another Book Nook unboxing. And no, you don't have to get your eyes checked. This Book Nook is not in English. In fact, if you'd see, all of the writing on this Book Nook is in Vietnamese. And that is because I am incredibly honored for Book Nook Global to have sent me the first retail version of this kit to come off the line. At least that's what they told me, and I choose to believe it. So this is a very awesome opportunity to receive such a wonderful gift and be able to share it with you guys. I'm a big fan of their Book Nooks. I built their Hanoi train station. I built some of the earlier Anavrin kits that they designed and manufactured, and I'm super excited to dig into this one today. So without further ado, this is the Ho Chi Minh or Saigon Book Nook. You're going to see it as both because a little history lesson, a little geography lesson. Ho Chi Minh City and Saigon, both different names for the same place. So without further ado, this is the Saigon or Ho Chi Minh Book Nook by Book Nook Global. All right, guys, let's get into it. See how easy this cover slides off. And it just occurred to me, if the packaging is all in Vietnamese, hope I can read the instruction manual. But I've done one or two Book Nooks at this point, and I'm confident in my ability to figure it out. But I will tell you, this feels full. And yep, we can see it's right up to the top. We got the Book Nook branding. They thank you very much. And again, it's all, except for the thank you and their little subtext on their logo, it's all in Vietnamese. So thank you. I see some beautiful printing right off the bat, but we're going to skip down a little bit. We do have that white plastic tray. Did hold up perfectly, and this was sent in this box in this condition. We have the standard bound book, which we'll take a look at in a second, and I'm going to go right to the goodies since I have it open. So we have some this is actually rubberized wire. I thought this was going to be like florist wire or armature wire, but this is rubber, nice and flexible. My guess is it's probably going to be for some power lines. We do have a glue here. This is a tube of glue I haven't seen since early Roll Life kits. Pro tip, you do have to usually uncap these. So once you uncap them, you unscrew them. There's a little piece in here which you can pry off. Let's see if I can get a picture of that for you guys. Ooh. Put that in the corner. But basically you pry this off, and that's what keeps the glue dry. So you don't have to keep putting it back on that inside cap, but that is the inside cap. I see a USB-C cord. So this is going to be USB powered. They do have a long strip of flowers. I like to mix mine up with a bunch of different style ones. I get them in these like clamshell things. If I remember, I will put a link to them in the video description. If I don't and you want to see it, please send me a comment to remind me. Then we have our LEDs here. So we have our USB port right here. We have our switch right here. So let's try and get that like. So we have our USB port and our switch right there. Okay, and it does have a cover for the USB port, which is nice too. It does feel like a lot of heavier gauge wires and a whole bunch of different single LED tabs. Now they are all red and black, so I do not know how easy or complicated it's going to be to figure out what lighting goes where. Again, pretty standard manual here. Stuff we've gotten to know from Book Nook Global. Very clean, very bright computer rendered designs. Like I said, this may be a little confusing with the wiring. We'll have to see when we get to it. But you know, everything's pretty straightforward with these. And what's interesting is on these early Anavrin kits and the Book Nook Global kits, I've yet to see accordion wood pieces. At least I can't think of any that I've seen. So I'm excited to see some in this kit. It also looks like we have a mix of materials here in their older stuff and some of their newer stuff. It is mostly the thinner basswood, and it's going to be interesting to see if they have a mix of things here. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, looking at this, stack of pieces. We have lots of different, you can see the darker ones up top, the lighter ones down below, and some acrylic here. And it's kind of hard to see, but you should be able to see from the close-up that I put in the corner. There is varying thicknesses of pieces too. All right, so we're going to cut our pieces open again. We're going to do this on the sides, and we're going to go in this diagonal pattern, and we're going to do this so that we don't accidentally slide our blade in between two sheets, thereby cutting into these nice expensive pieces. Though the price point is not crazy on these Book Nook Global kits, and this plastic is pretty strong, or maybe I just didn't push hard enough. I wonder what TPHCM stands for. If anybody knows what that stands for, please let me know in the comments. Ugh. All right. Now, one thing I am like, okay, so you're gonna get hit with a little bit of the chemical smell. It is printed, and this is a fresh kit. All right, this was recently made. So, one improvement I see over past kits of theirs that I'm really liking is the pieces are labeled for the sheet. So previously they had sheets A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but A was like parts 1 through 55, and sheet B was 56 through 100, and sheet C was 101 through whatever. And so you really didn't use the sheet numbers, it really didn't matter. You just had to know what the order of the pieces is. So it's nice to see that they seem to have listened to feedback on that. So we got a really cool like Vespa e-scooter thing, two Vespa e-scooter things in the front. Or maybe this is a layered design here, I'm not entirely sure, but that's pretty cool right there. And that is double side printed, which is really neat. We'll take a look at that right there. Okay, we have what's going to be our front piece. So they always have these really intricate front pieces. I'm really a big fan of them. It just gives you a lot visually going on, right bam, right in the front. Don't know what that stands for. I do know what a banh mi is, and I am hungry, but I will skip the liver pate on mine. Sorry, just not for me. What I do like here is they put a piece of tape here, because you can tell the tolerance on this is just, they leave as few connection points as possible, so that your finished piece is smoother and has less imperfections. The downside to that is when you're cutting out a piece this big, it's just by weight, it's just gonna fall right out. But that's okay. We have a huge acrylic sheet here. So one of the bigger ones. Oh, I see what they did. This is pretty cool, guys. So rather than having one piece of acrylic for your dust cover, like a separate pre-cut sheet, and then having all your little pieces of acrylic on a separate sheet, for economy of usage, they put all of the acrylic pieces on one sheet, including your front dust cover, which I think is a pretty cool design. The roof tiles are corrugated cardboard, which is really nice because there's just something about one of these like scalloped tile roofs that's printed on a flat piece that just kind of like, you have this really awesome design, and then you know, it's kind of taken away by the flatness of the piece. But they do a really good job here of using the corrugated cardboard and aligning the printing so that it pretty much matches the rises and falls. And they do this really awesome thing with these oiled, like rusted and oiled roofs, which I really like. Super vibrant orange. We saw this with the Ho Chi Minh, with the Hanoi and Hoi An Book Nooks. Like just when they want to get vibrant with their colors, they're just so bright and they pop so much. And I really love that. We got some food here, some small air conditioner vents with little props. You know, you guys, if you've seen any of my customizations before, you know I love cutting out the props for the ACs. You can see it right here. This guy is so tiny. Even with my resin printer, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Like I said, really cool rust pattern. Like the detailing and stuff in here is just really awesome. Bottles like these, just solid, you know, unremarkable bottles. Great opportunity to use some Dimensional Magic by Mod Podge to flush that out. Oh wow, and double-sided printing on these too. That's really cool. That's a new thing from them. I haven't seen that too much before. We have some bendable pieces on this. So I've also not seen bendable pieces on this type of wood before. And I will say on this one with a wider cut, it is incredibly flexible. This is incredibly soft and pliable. This one is pliable. You're gonna want to work. Just make sure you gently work it back and forth. You gently work it side to side. You want to make sure that you're loosening up all these different you know, nooks and crannies in between these pieces, so that you cannot break them as you curve them around. Especially these are major focal points of the Book Nook, and there are no backups for them. Again, very vibrant yellow. Here, a couple fire extinguishers, also good targets for Dimensional Magic. I suggest that when you go to build this kit, you lay out your pieces the night before on the table, find out the pieces that are going to work with Dimensional Magic, and you put that all down on your sheets the night before. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a block of wax or a crayon or some furniture polish, and you're going to want to brush around the outside border, because it's Dimensional Magic. You don't want that drying and curing in the gap, because then you won't be able to separate these pieces from their runners. Okay, here's our bendable turret, or I'm sure there's a better architectural term for that. But these pieces are all going to bend to form that spire. Some cool arches here. You can see some detailing that they have laser etched into the tops of those arches, which is pretty cool. We have some signs, again, Saigon. Now, are these backups? Or is it another version of it? Did I speak too soon? Possibly. But some beautiful stuff. Guys, if you know Vietnamese and you want to translate any of these signs in the comments, please hit me up. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm just caught off guard a little bit. This is probably the most vibrant, colorful sheet I've seen on a Book Nook kit yet, and this is probably close to 150, 175 that I've opened up at this point. But this is just, you know, even though it's a dirty yellow and we got some cracks here, it really is just a saturated, full of color kit, and you're really gonna be able to tell that color, that saturation that comes over into the final product, and it feels like a real place. Oh wow, and it's double-sided too, guys. Look at all that. That is the most beautiful runner on any Book Nook I've ever seen. And I think we're gonna have two in a row that are just as beautiful. Nope, it's okay. That's why that's the best right there. That's the GOAT right there. You can see there's a little more yellow. That's a little more of the orange in there. My dog agrees. And, you know, people see the Book Nook that I built, Book Nooks that I built from this company, and they go, oh wait, I've been there, or I've heard of that place. Like, they recognize it as a real place. And I think that's really part of the charm and the beauty that these Book Nooks specifically are able to capture. And then we have some beautiful stuff on the outside. I don't want to say ramen, because it's probably not ramen. I'm guessing one of these is pho. I don't know if they all are. What kind of drink is that? I don't know. That's a banh mi, obviously. What kind of veg and fruit do we have in here? You guys tell me. Oh, look at this beautiful. So this is a photograph of, I'm guessing, Saigon, that they've incorporated into the inner case of this Book Nook. Now you can tell this Book Nook is going to be, sorry guys, shorter, wider, and deeper. I'll let you make the joke right there. Than your standard Book Nook from most other companies, but that is the standard size of Book Nook from them. All right, I'm guessing this is a more not really a less accurate skyline. There's another beautiful photo, and my guess is that there's some way in which these two line up to form something really spectacular. All right, we have our back piece where the power or the USB switch is going to be, the USB plug. We have our power lines here. Another beautiful picture, though this one does appear to be painted. They did go with a pre-printed pattern of asphalt on the sidewalk, or on the street rather. And then this is gonna be, I'm guessing the top, yeah, TPHCM. So please guys, if you know what TPHCM stands for, please, I wanna know, I would like to learn. But guys, this is the new Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh, Saigon, whatever way you slice it, it's the newest Book Nook by Book Nook Global. I thank them so much for giving me an opportunity to get my hands on this early copy, and I hope that you're as excited as I am to see it, and then you enjoy it. So until next time, please hit me up in the comments. What do you want to see? What Vietnamese was in here that you like? Come join the subreddit. What kind of videos do you want? What should I unbox next? My dog is telling me it's time to wrap it up. It's at 16 minutes, guys. So until next time, it's Pluck the Bunny saying, good looking, good nooking.